Hey Ringside crew, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am Joe Panther III, and man, oh man, Ringside crew, today we have a young lady that is absolutely turning the heat up in the studio. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome my guest, Miss Blaze herself. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes, and I know my fans are excited to see you, and if they can't watch it, they'll be watching it later or listening, whatever. But if my fans from the UK, countries across the pond, or wherever they're listening to, just wherever, if they're not familiar with you, why would they not be? Introduce yourself.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Kristen, also known as Kristen Blaze, and right now I wrestle for CCW right in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Pompano. And I'm new to the wrestling world, but I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So, when did you get your start in the professional wrestling business?
Well, when? Okay, so this is a funny story. I've been training for a little over a year now, but I've been in shows for quite a few months since basically January of this year. That's when I've been starting shows. I have a good handful of matches under my belt now, and I'm very grateful for each and every opportunity I had in the ring. But how I got into wrestling was totally, I never thought I'd be doing it, but I'm very grateful to be doing it.
Awesome. So when did you find the CCW school, or was it harder or easy to just say land on that one school?
Well, so I basically got into wrestling in like a different way. But CCW, I was just like, you know what? What's like a wrestling school near me? And if it's like meant to be, if I'm meant to do this, if it's like meant in the stars, I'll have a school right by me. And I just did a quick Google search, and CCW came up, and I was like, oh, okay, heck yeah, let me call them. And I got on the phone with Dan, and he was just like, oh yeah, let's do it. And from there, I've been training with CCW. So it was just really a quick Google search, and I was like, all right, cool.
Awesome. So when you first walked through the doors
Mm-hmm.
of the CCW building for your training, what were the nerves like in your stomach?
Well, the wrestling world was like a whole new thing, you know. At first, like I thought this was going to be easy, considering like my background in Division I athletics. But I was humbled. I was completely humbled. I was like, oh my God, this is not just art. This is a lot on the body, and it was eye opening, very eye opening.
Awesome. So what was the first like tough thing you had to do at the school?
A bump.
Which one? Front back or bump up? Back bump?
Oh my goodness. With the regular, snap bump. That was the first thing that we learned. And hard, tough thing to do. I mean, the first thing that you do are the rolls. But again, considering my background with like, college athletics and everything, the rolls I got down pretty quickly. But yeah, the bump, I was just not expecting it to be that much on the body. I remember like after day one, I was walking around like I need some oil for my joints, like,
oh geez.
So it was a lot on the body, but as time goes on, your body gets used to it, and went from there.
Yeah, that's the difficult part. People don't understand that you guys, the next day after training, you look like the old people. I need my pudding.
Yeah, like I needed a little something to help me walk. You know what I mean? A little crutch or a little cane.
You were holding on to people, honey. Hold on, stay still.
Stay still. Or holding on things to like help you rise, like the table, the bedside table. I'm being dramatic, but it is like that. It is.
So you started out doing college. Where did that come from? College. I speak English here. You started out with college athletics. Yeah. So what kind of athletics did you do in college?
So before I entered the wrestling world, I was a Division I pole vaulter, which is I loved it. It was such an adrenaline rush, but now wrestling is my new adrenaline rush.
Hmm, that's awesome. Did
Mhm.
you, as you said, you didn't like really watch? It makes me my skin crawl. You didn't even watch wrestling.
Ah,
Like
I know.
you just got to walk away like I did to Miss Sally Bell last night.
Oh no.
But to lose the Panther.
No.
Oh, Joe.
But yeah,
So like
oh,
sorry, that was that was the oh no alarm. Oh no.
oh no. No, not the oh no
No.
alarm.
Yeah. So many alarms. So when was your experience with like you said you didn't really watch the wrestling? So
Mhm.
when was like your experience that you knew that wrestling was like that was for you? That was your thing.
Like what got me into wrestling?
Yeah, like what like got me. I know you said you really weren't into wrestling in school, like younger and in college, but like I guess I'm saying is like when you finally stepped in and started doing your training.
Well,
Feel that this was your bag, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, I got you. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I knew who the big people were. I didn't watch it, but I knew who like The Rock or John Cena, I knew whoever the big names were. But what got me into the wrestling world was an Instagram DM, right? I was scouted by the WWE.
Awesome. That's
Yeah, so that's what an Instagram DM changed my life. I was still in college athletics. I was just finishing up and I saw like an Instagram request and I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. And I click it and it said WWE recruit. And I was like, oh, scam. Why is the WWE reaching out to me? So I went about my day. I didn't open it yet. And then I just had like a feeling, like a gut feeling, like maybe you know what, let's go open that DM. Let me see if this is like a scam or not. And it wasn't. It was, a recruiter reaching out to me saying, "Hey, Kristen, I'm so and so. And would love to fly you out for a tryout." And that's what got me into this world. And now I'm in it, and I'm very grateful for it.
awesome. Did you have other names when you started getting into like dark matches than Kristen Blaze, or was that always something that you had like set stone? Boom, that's what I want to be.
Always been Kristen Blaze. When I first started, again, like I'm very new within the wrestling world. Everyone was like, "Oh, like, what do you want your name to be?" And I was bouncing some ideas in my head. I was like, "Oh, like maybe I could be Kristen Volts," and like Volts, it kind of, because of the pole vaulting background. And I was like, I don't know, but I read a lot of books. That is what I do in my free time. And all of my favorite female characters have something to do with fire. So I was like, you know what? Blaze. I like Blaze. Blaze is a cool point to add to the name. So it ties it all in, and that's how I became Kristen Blaze.
That's awesome because I was just looking at your Instagram before you came. When you were getting checked in the Dudes at Ringside Studios, I could look through the glass windows. I could see them checking you at security. So
Mm-hmm.
like I saw you do a lot of like book reading, and you do
Oh,
a
I
lot of
love it.
reading on your Instagram. So what kind of books are you reading right now?
Well, right now I'm reading a book called When the Moon Hatched, but I would say like the books that I tend to lean to are those fantasy, romance, but mostly fantasy. I love a good plot, and make it like a female main character, add a dragon in there. She's an assassin, and it's in a fantasy. So that's a chef's kiss right there. You got me. That book will take my money.
I gotta send you to my friend that wrote a book that was a female lead that was involved.
Okay.
Was a detective, and she had to go in undercover in the wrestling world.
Oh.
I think it's called Beautiful Kate or Pretty Kate or whatever it is. This writer that wrote a wrestling story, they always go to wrestling events and they have a female play the lead role as like
Mhm.
their like the photo girl, and they'll give her the outfit. She'll wear it. She'll be like them at the table. I wish they were in the chat today. because they sent me the book, and the girl is like, she's a New York City in real life. She's like a New York City EMT,
Mhm.
and she's the one that they invited to be at the table. And you kind of look like her a little bit,
Oh, no
same style face. I'm like, that's not her. She would have been like, ciao. Like,
Yeah, but I would love
yeah.
to
So
read it. So
I gotta get the book when we're done. Make sure we don't go separate. Bye. And like, I guess I have to. But I have to grab the book when we're done, and I'll show you. I'll have to send you the Instagram page to see if they can send you a book, because they're really cool, sweet people. They're from Long Island.
oh,
Long
okay,
Island.
so
Wow, I just
New
totally
York.
like.
I'm from New York.
Yeah, they're New York people. They're really good people.
New York
So
people. Are
let's
you
go a
are you
little
from New
further
York?
in. I think I got to get the name of the book. It's Kate's Handsome Kate or whatever. Like, it's a detective story, and
Okay.
it's pretty good. I started reading it. It's a really good book. Like, really, really good. Did
Um,
that your outfit was always the same, or did you have other ideas for your, like, do you have other versions of your outfit?
Well, the first outfit that I debuted in, it was I like the asymmetrical look. It reminds me of like track and field, like the arm sleeve, the leg sleeve. And my first debut outfit was very inspired by Flojo. Do you know who that was or who
Yeah, I
that
know
is?
Flojo. Yeah,
Yeah, she was like the fastest female in the world, woman sprinter, and she had a look to her, She always had the one leg covered, the one leg showing, and I love FloJo, so I was like, all right, let me have her inspire, and I was like, okay, well, if one leg is showing and one leg's covered, let's make it opposite arm is going to be covered, opposite arm going to be exposed, so it'll be a huge asymmetric look. But I picked that look before I came up with my name because I got the warning like, oh, Kristen, you're going to be debuting soon. You should start getting gear. And I was like, oh, okay. Um, and then once I started picking my name like Kristen Blaze, I was like, okay, I like to put some girl on fire, put some fire in it and go from there. So that's why I have my little flames now. Still have like the asymmetric look with the leg sleeve and the arm sleeve, but I just added some flames.
awesome. So, Kristen, when you're headed to your show, you're going
Mm-hmm.
to the CCW that show that night. What's on the playlist? Because I know you must have some bangers in that car.
What's on the playlist? That's a good
I love music, so
question.
I'm like, I'm the son of a DJ. I'm the son of a DJ, so of course I'm gonna ask, what's on the playlist?
Okay, I love the Y2K era. I love Fergie. I will put on London Bridge by Fergie and blast it. That or Give It to Me by Timbaland, Justin Timberlake. Um, Oh my God! And what's the girl who sings in that song too? She sings "Promiscuous" as well. Nelly Fatino.
Oh my god, is that promiscuous girl that Nelly, the guy with
Nelly
that suit?
Fatino. Yeah, yeah, it's her and Timbaland. But she's
Yeah,
also in the "Give It to Me." Like that's like the type of music that I listen to. Very like energetic, very poppy, very a little sassy,
yeah, I
and
could tell you must have the sassy music going, and all the girls in the car with you. If you travel with anybody, do you
no,
travel with anybody to shows?
no, not usually. I like to be in the zone. You know what I mean? Listen to
Get into the
yeah,
character,
yeah,
get into the
yeah,
zone.
yeah. Get into the zone a little bit. Turn up the music as loud as I can. Sing, do my little shimmies while I'm driving, safely, of course. But
Yeah,
singing and dancing,
no
and
swerving, no
no
swerve while you
swerving, no,
drive.
no. Yeah, I set
No
the playlist
swerving.
and I'm rocking and rolling.
You don't go to like swerve when we drive.
Oh no, no, we keep it safe over here. We keep it safe.
It's too much of a chance that maybe a fan that you accidentally get like you accidentally.
And let me tell you, these South Florida drivers are no joke, man. They are
Oh god,
no joke.
it's correct. So like what? Well, I guess I know I asked this to a lot of wrestlers, like because I'm a local podcaster. I live in the Keystone area. Like, what is your favorite local business, like restaurant that's like your weakness? What's your favorite place?
Local business. Okay. I have two favorites. Two favorites. When I'm back home in New York, I love Marina's Pizza. That is like my go-to spot. They have the best pizza in the
Where's
area.
that? In the city or in Long Island?
No, okay. So, are you from New York? Are you familiar?
I grew up in Central Islip in Suffolk County.
Okay, so anyone from the city in Long Island will call me upstate. I'm really by West Point, the military base, like 30 minutes outside of Manhattan, 15 minutes from the Jersey border, um, right in that area. It's like a little sweet spot.
Mm. Okay.
But it's the suburbs. It's the suburbs on the other side, um, of the city, just on the other side of the Hudson River. And
Okay.
Marina's Pizza, I'm telling you, the go-to spot. But
Marina
down
Beach.
here in Florida, that's a good question. I would
And now you guys got a
say,
lot of Waffle Houses there.
oh, honestly, you want to hear something? I've never been to a Waffle House.
Oh God,
I've
there's a
never been to
there's
a
a
Waffle House.
there's a podcaster that Muscle Man Malcolm would be like. I wish I could make a clip of him going, "What?" and then have him storm off like, "Can't believe it."
No, no. Yeah, I've never been to one. I don't know, like if I
There's so
have,
many bad stories about Waffle House
I
that like
know.
I came to Florida to go to Universal Studios with my sister. You're gonna laugh, and we went, and it's like Tommy Pickles seeing Reptar. I was like, Waffle
Oh,
House.
well, we must
Oh.
go.
And my sister's like, we're not going there. You want to die?
Oh
Like,
my goodness.
you want to get
Well, I don't know.
brawled?
I've never been. So I don't know if the rumors are true or anything. But yeah, you see the videos of what happens at at Waffle Houses
But that's
past
always at 2
midnight.
a.m.
Yeah, past midnight.
2 a.m.
But down
Um,
here, I would say I love those burrito tacos, like the
ooh,
tacos that you, oh my God. And there's like a spot right down the road from me. It's, oh my God, what's it called?
awesome.
Bueno Tacos.
Ooh,
It's just really good. I love the burrito tacos that they have there. It's like my go-to if I need to, run and go get food. I usually cook myself, but
I
if I
love
need to
food.
go buy
So
something, that's what I get.
if you're ever here in the Poconos, upstate, actually in upstate New York,
Mm-hmm.
put on your list Ben's Fresh in
Ben's
Port
Fresh.
Jervis, New York. They
Oh,
have,
okay.
oh girl, they have like the best food. They're on Instagram. Ben's Fresh, Port Jervis, New York. Sorry, they're not paying me, but I love them. They're my peeps. So he's gonna be like, Joe, I heard that. I'm like, well, I have a T-shirt. Like,
Yeah, can I at least guess it?
I'm not desperate. I just like things. I like
Mm-hmm.
presents. Well, I just called myself out. But yeah, they have really good chicken tenders. Really a vast. I'm stuttering. I'm so happy. Like the
Must be
wraps
good.
are like on fleek. They have a Sopranos wrap that has like um oh gosh, I'm frothing at the mouth. Meatball, a cut meatball on it with mozzarella, with tomato
Oh,
sauce, with raviolis on it. Oh, girl, that's somewhere you have to go after you go to the gym, and then you just go in and just
that's
inhale.
yeah.
You
That
go in
sounds
to
really
hang
good.
out. We're going there. Like Joe, and I have to tell the other, but you have to bring an 8x10. Be like Joe Panther says, you give you this to put hanging on the wall. A celebrity.
I have to say, this is from.
There's a menu that you go with you and a date or whatever. It's a 2 for Tuesday deal. You get 2 cheeseburgers, you get a pile of French fries with like 5 chicken tenders that are like this big.
Oh my God, that sounds.
Yeah,
That sounds.
yeah,
I don't know how I'd feel after that. Like I would get the itis or something.
yeah.
I'll be
Sleepy time.
put to sleep.
Just to fire one out.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever travel? I said you said for New York, but you like travel back to New York to wrestle?
No, not yet. But that's the plan. I would love to. I would say a goal is to reach every single state. Wrestle in every single state, and then start going global.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people in the UK. If you ever need a connection, I'm good friends with LWF.
Oh, that'd be
They're always good to
awesome.
me. They're really good to me. There's a
Hmm.
female wrestler from LWF that I think you and her would be. She's very young. She's like 8, like 17.
Hmm.
She is like over there in the LWF. She's a star, like a
Oh
star.
wow.
See again, if LW is watching this, Maddie would be like, no, she's a little star. That's their girl. Like she hits a moonsault that make Lita tear up. Like that's how
Oh
good she is.
wow. Okay. Heck
She hits a
yeah.
moonsault and it's just like she's funny. She says whip it out moonsaults. I'm like 17-year-old saying whip it out moonsault. Can you change your phrase? Chris Hansen, I am not here. Ding dong. No. Like, oh, Chris Hansen's looking through the window again. Shoot.
Oh no! Oh no, not Chrysanthemum.
No. Chrysanthemum's like, can you open up, Joe? I need to talk. No, go away. Dad, get the bat.
Get the bat.
So what is it like on the day of like a show for you? Like, what do you do to prepare yourself to get ready for a show?
Well, in the morning, I like to do my morning yoga. Really stretch out, get in the zone, get zen. And like again, wrestling's a lot on the body, so try to get as loose as possible, and shake out the nerves if I'm feeling a little nervous, and then I pack up everything. I get my gear together. I pack my bag. I'm that person that will like wait to like the last minute to pack everything, and then head out. And then it's call time usually for CCW shows. Like we get there earlier, and we all the students set up the ring, and we go from there. So it's a whole day process.
Do they usually have you guys stay and like take things down, or is it always done in the training facility during certain shows?
Oh, so once a month we do a show at our training facility, and then every weekend we're all over the place. So we start off our down in like the Bash, which is like a brewery, and then the next week we're in Kissimmee, Florida, which is by Orlando, and then Tampa, and then the weekend following we're back in Miami at another brewery, or in Nashville, Tennessee, and then the last weekend of the month is usually the one where we host at our training facility. CCW has like a lot of shows. I think we're projected to have like 107, 108 shows for the whole year, which is crazy. But like it gives you a lot of opportunity and a lot of repetition, and I couldn't be any more grateful for that.
Wow, awesome. If my fans want to pick up any merch, because I know I saw somebody with an awesome Kristen Blaze shirt. Let's show it off so my fans.
Alrighty, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me turn on a light. That didn't do anything.
Light them up.
Let me. Alrighty. We got this right here.
Oh, look at that! Look at that beauty. That thing's awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. So who did the design for your shirt?
I did.
Oh, you okay? How long did it take you to finally decide on that one? That's a good shirt either way.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it was me and AI, I have to say, on Canva, and honestly, I was just like, typing in some ideas. I was like, Blaze, I like these colors. And then a big thing with my characters, I come out in metals. So I was like, all right, let's put some gold medals on here. Like, so let's get the color gold. And I read books. I love books. And again, a female, make her assassin, make her a badass, like, and they always shoot a baddie. So I put some like arrowheads in there, or some like arrow feathers, because I always loved, I shoot archery. I have my own bow and arrow and everything. So I like having that little hint in there as well. And I typed it in, and I would find something, and then I'd kind of edit it until how I liked it.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
If my fans want to pick up that awesome t-shirt, is there any websites? You said you haven't really got anything on a website yet.
No, not yet. But if y'all want to reach out to me on Instagram, I've mailed people shirts before. So if you guys want a shirt, I just reach out to me and I got you.
Okay. Do you have any upcoming shows with CCW this month, or is anything in probably in August or anything?
In August, I believe I'm going to Tampa or Kissimmee. I'm not 100% sure on that. Between us, I have a show this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up in Okeechobee, Florida. It's at a new facility, a new brewery, and I'm excited. It's this Friday.
Awesome. If anybody wants to get tickets for that show, where can they find those tickets?
You can find that at ccw.com, and then you just hit the tickets event. We have a pretty stacked card. We have my coach, Gangrel. He's going to be on there. And just, Aaliyah James, Shirley Benson, me, I'll be on it. And it's just like it's going to be a really good card.
Awesome. I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It really means a lot to have a young rising star like you are. You're blazing the trail.
Thank you.
If there's any kids watching the podcast that want to get in the wrestling business like you did, what kind of advice would you have for them?
Oh, that's a really good question. What advice would I have? I would just go with the first advice that was given to me. You know, my coach Gangrel, he's awesome. I'm really grateful for him. But one of the first things that he said that like really made an impact on me was there's no jewel at the end of the journey. The journey is a jewel. You know, so and that could go with anything that you do in life, but with wrestling, the journey is the jewel. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. You're going to have great shows. You're going to have bad shows. It's part of the process, and the journey is the jewel.
Awesome. Kristen, again, thank you so much for coming to Dudes at Ringside. Please tell all your wrestling friends and tell Gangrel I say hi.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you ever come to the woods, but my mom has garlic, so it's okay.
The vampire warrior.
I have garlic by my bed. Like literally, you're gonna laugh. Tell him Joe Panther actually has garlic by his bed, like on the thing, like a little
protected.
Garlic. It'll be like this. I got a bat. You're like, like a horrible cartoon. My cartoon me like, I got a bat. And he just snaps it in my hands, and I'm just like, it's a weapon now. And then he just throws it out of my hand. I'm running around my basement in the dark, tripping over everything. Like,
oh no!
My dad's trying to help me. He's looking at me like, ask for it, Joe. You want to talk to vampires and creepy people? I am.
Oh, but Gangrel's awesome. He's awesome.
My dad would lock me in the basement and be like, good luck. Bye. He'll Brooklyn me. He'll be like, F out of here. Bye. Like, mom's going to be like, good luck. But no. Kristen, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Joe Panther III.
And I'm Kristen Blaze.
And we will catch you in the next one.
And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.